After playing Majora's Mask over and over and over again, I've always wondered, where did the Deku come from? I mean, we see them in a couple games in the Legend of Zelda franchise, but I'm going to stick with the ones from Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, since we interact with them more in those games. In Ocarina of Time, there are 3 types of Deku. The Deku Scrub, which are the most common ones you see. The second is the Mad Scrub, which is the more angry one. And last is the Business Scrub, which tells you stuff. And I guess the Deku Tree. Seed, Nut, Sprout, Baba, Stick, and Shield. And those are all in Hyrule. We're going to leave out the Great Deku Tree in this theory. In Majora's Mask, we get to visit the Deku Palace, located in the swamp, found in Termina respectively. In the Deku Palace, we meet the Deku royal family, as well as the Deku Scrub, Mad Deku, and Business Scrubs. This is the first time we actually see a location where the Deku live. But that's in Termina. But do you remember where we were before we entered Termina? That's right, the Lost Woods. Link was searching for Navi.
Hello, Link! Hey, listen!
Ugh, we get it.
Watch out!
But in the Lost Woods is where we mostly see them in Ocarina of Time. We don't really see a place where they live, but we do see them up and about. Now, I know it sounds like I'm going nowhere with this, but hear me out. What if the Dekus we see in Hyrule actually come from Termina? And I mean all the Deku, except for the Deku Tree Sprout, since he was born in Hyrule. Seeing how the Scrubs are mostly seen bargaining with you and sell you stuff, it would make sense that they come from Termina to hawk their wares. But how would they get to Hyrule? It would be impossible, right? The door shuts behind Link once he gets to the bottom of the clock tower, so it's impossible to pass. Well, not exactly, because in the end credits for Majora's Mask, we see the Deku Butler next to his, what is confirmed, son, who died. And that's on the other side of the door. So it's possible for Deku to get in there. And also in the same room is where we get the Deku Nuts for the first time. And also located in this room are platforms with multiple Deku flowers on each of them. So it's only accessible for Dekus. But that's right, they couldn't go further than that. Link falls into a pit, so they shouldn't be able to get past, right? Well, Link gets back to Hyrule because he appears in Twilight Princess as the Hero Shade. This is confirmed in the Historia, and also Skull Kid returns too, so we know it's possible to leave. And there is a Deku flower at the bottom of the pit, so maybe Deku can leave Termina. We also see a bunch of designs on the wall, where Deku Butler's son is, and they are very similar to the designs in the Deku Playground and in Woodfall Temple. And those places were made by Deku, and it's only for Deku Scrub. But the Deku Palace was made by Deku, but it's only for the Deku Scrub royal family. There is a garden, and they have mad Dekus there. And also the area you raise Deku Butler in. They live there too. And it also has the same designs as the other locations, so what if the Deku created the portal to Termina? I mean, there is portals in the Lost Woods, so maybe they created those too. Because in Hyrule they can't survive outside of the Lost Woods, as seen in Four Swords Adventure. But in Termina, since they're seen in every region, it's not uncommon to see a Deku Scrub in Clocktown, as told by locals. And they usually visit Clocktown on a field trip. So what if they also travel to Hyrule occasionally? And so maybe the Deku come to visit, and the reason may shock you. And it's about the Great Deku Tree. But that will have to be for another video. But tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And look out for part 2. Bye.